So very good morning to each one and namaste. Each one of us are on our path of happiness, re-scripting our lives, changing our lives with conscious thought patterns and consciously taking our life into a direction which is in synchronicity with our own higher selves. Am I not audible to everyone? You are. Meg, I want you to answer. Audible. Okay. So whether we say that it is our life in our relationships, whether we speak about our health, our emotional well-being, whether we speak about relationship at work, relationship at home, relationship outside with friends, all these things, if we allow ourselves to flow with our own divine life plan, then things becomes very easy for us. And it is as if there is a divinity flowing through us. And the biggest fear that the humankind has, or which stops humankind from operating from the divine within them, and what we name as ego, edging God out. So we all say, what is ego? Edging God out from us. So if we just allow the flow, then that divine is operating through us rather than our ego operating through us. Automatically, by default, I have to do that. I have to perform. I have to work. I am the doer. If I don't do, what will happen? What will people think about me? I have to do the feeling of being burdened. Somebody has done injustice to me. They have done wrong to me. Automatically moves out. Because then it comes from a sense of belonging. It comes from the sense of being one with that particle of God which has made each one of us. And that particle of God which has made each one of us, we are simply playing a very small aspect of it in the bigger universal plan that is unfolding. And probably that is our pre-commitment with the divine, that this is how I will spread your work on this earth in my human form. Why am I choosing that? Because I'm choosing to get into that occupation, deciding it with the divine, with my higher self, so that my soul can grow. And that's not coming from my consciousness, that is coming from the higher consciousness of mine. And that is what we call life purpose, the divine life plan that each one of us are born with. We struggle in our entire life to identify the right career. We struggle how to achieve our goals in this career, not realizing and not understanding that it is pre-decided by me along with my higher self. The struggle begins when I've forgotten my commitment. The struggle begins when I'm not fulfilling what I had chosen, because it is something as simple as the divine has hired me in their company, in this particular job. That's my occupation. That is my career. And the divine gives me everything that is needed for me to be able to give my 100% and my best. Probably I allow myself to walk on that path, and I'm choosing to walk on other path using my logical mind or being programmed with the mass consciousness. The new definition that on my journey as a human that I have accumulated from my human experiences, the perceptions that I got attached with it, then there is a chance of nothing working for me. It is as simple as, if you have been a business entrepreneur and you have got into selling material, fabric, textile, and instead of paying attention to material, fabric, textile, you're doing everything else in the world, then is your business going to grow? It's not. Or if somebody has hired you in a company for marketing of it, for purchase of it, sales of it, and you come back and tell your boss, yeah, we make dresses. I was supposed to buy fabric, but you know what? I went out and I like that jewelry. So the entire fund that you had given me for purchases so that our factory can manufacture clothes, I utilized it in buying jewelry or furniture. How is your company going to grow? There is going to be dispute between the sales department. They say, I don't have a product. The production department is going to say, I don't have the raw material. That's what we do. Because we never have time. We are in a constant rush from the time we are born to be first, to do something. And somewhere we block our own intuition, our own guidance, which is constantly guiding us, telling us, walk on that path. But my intellect decides and says, no, I don't think this is the right one for me. There is a part of me, though, is telling me, do that. But everybody else in the market says, no, but you must study engineering, or you must be a doctor, or you must be a chartered accountant. And that part in me is saying that, but your divine plan is to heal people. How are you going to do that? But no, but my father told me there is good amount of money in this industry. I must be an engineer. I must go in the Silicon Valley right now. That's the highest paid job. So what is being pre-decided by your soul along with your higher selves in synchronicity with the energy of the creator of all that is the right career, the right path for you. Either the current occupation that you have chosen, you choose to connect it with the outcome which was pre-decided, or you realize and you require to shift. So if we all are walking on the path of our purpose of life, the biggest secret for your career growth is you will never ever have to work or run after success or career growth. It automatically will start falling into place. It automatically falls into your lap. Everything just happens at the right momentum, in the right way, with the right people that we attract. But by any chance, if we choose to go in the opposite direction from where the wind is flowing, I have to fight it out. I have to struggle because I'm against the direction of the wind. And I'm against the direction of the wind is a choice I made. It is not that I didn't realize that the wind is in this direction, but probably for any sort of reasons that my mind may have chosen, I made that choice. And it is fine to make choices, but the problem begins when we become rigid with the choices we made and are not willing to shift our choices. And we get stuck at what we are doing because it is a known experience for me. Remember, I told you 3 fears: fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. If you will hear majority housewives telling you, what do I do now? At this age, what can I do? Probably if I would have done it before, it was fine. I think my age doesn't support me. I'm a misfit for this career. But you don't understand. I don't have time. You don't understand. I have responsibility. But you don't understand. I don't know anything. I'm not you. I can't do it. This is a story I hear every day from people. Some of them trust and choose to work in the direction. Everybody needs to work on that direction. You cannot say that I just sit idle and then things should work out for me. That is not called working on your purpose of life. You require to pay attention to it and do it. I'm a live testimony for that. The divine gave me a lot of intellect, intuition, being the topper, easily walk in admission in the science stream, in the best college, confirmed admission, wanting to be a doctor. Everything, like my parents also haven't come, like I have gone, taken admission, everything. Then a part of my energy refused that, oh, I am a Jain by religion. I even have compassion for a small fly also. How am I going to cut a frog? And how am I going to do that? No, 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 no. I can't do that. Last minute, when the admissions are almost shut, I rush to the commerce branch because of my marks and my like everything, that certificates, it supported me and they gave me. Though they said your second language cannot be Gujarati, we'll give you Hindi. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. I moved out from my zone. Probably my purpose of life was always to heal people, whether I heal them being a medical doctor, whether I heal them being into alternate medicine. 20 years of my life, I didn't listen to that. I just thought, "Oh, I'm a housewife, my responsibilities towards you, they're attracted, migraine, intestine being stuck, attacks in the tongue, lot of problem." And then one fine day, listened to the intuition and started my journey into learning alternate medicine. In spite of people saying, "Is she learning some black magic? It's hypnosis. What is wrong with her? What is it that you don't have in the house? Why do you have to go and do that? You have 3 young kids. What are you doing?" She has really lost it. Entire day she sits in the workshop. But I did my first workshop. I felt really good, understanding subconscious mind. And I was like, there is no looking back now. Nothing is going to stop me. And nothing ever stopped me from there. So that is second step. It was okay to make a choice that I made before. I cannot get those 20 years back into my life. But if I, after listening to my intuition, now, once I attended that class and I knew this is one, entire family, everybody I knew felt and said, "She is crazy. She has gone mad." As a housewife, I felt, what am I investing so much money into? A lot of money. But then I realized, what am I going to die with this money, this jewelry, this clothes, this relations? It's okay. And I'm not the first one thinking that direction. A lot of my students have sold their shares, they've sold their jewelry, and they have attended. I've seen them in Vayana's class with a son who was in 10th standard, with one couple who had the 20-day-old baby coming from Japan. And that mother had sold her entire house. And I was like, I would have never done that if my child was in the 10th standard and pick them up from the school and to learn this. But she is like, no, this resonated to me and I am going to do it at any cost. Did she succeed in her career? Of course she did. What is your purpose of life? You all know that better than me. So just the main criteria for your career growth is listen to your intuition. What has helped you to bring the change? Invest time and energy and money into that. Because that is what is the game changer. And allow the divine to work through you. Remember, you are not the doer. You are simply a facilitator. The doer is always and always and always someone else. If I give credit to myself for what happened, then I am edging the God out from the act. And eventually it will start showing up. So whatever career you all are, whatever whoever doesn't have, listen to your intuition, take that step. I'm a live testimony of being a homemaker and having a career. And there are many more in our Cesta students who came on the platform, doctors, surgeons, people who are entrepreneurs, who have been actors, engineers, like all sort of lawyers, who are, some of them left it and doing healing as a complete career. Some of them are doing it simultaneously. Many of them has progressed so much. They have done only one thing. They never stopped learning with us. And she said, now today she has 4 times in the job that she is doing, in spite of being a BCom student and having lesser than 60% in her board exams. She is in one of a very big company at a very high price with a very good package, started her business and is doing healing in spite of having a 5-year-old daughter. Anytime anyone wants, she already came on the platform, but I can bring her again. It's an inspiration to draw from all the students. So let us do the downloads for each one of you so that you allow your career, your life to be in sync with it rather than struggling with your growth. Let everything be in synchronicity. So I want each one to close their eyes and connect to your own self now. So would you all like to know what it feels like to connect to the higher level of your consciousness and your higher self now? Would you like to know what it feels like to connect to the voice of your angel guides and your spirit guides, which are constantly guiding and protecting you? Would you like to know what it feels like to allow yourself to be the facilitator and allowing the creator of all that is to be the doer of the life, and that it is safe and it is possible? Would you like to know what it feels like to allow your life purpose to be in sync and to listen to that inner voice within yourself of how to execute it, to be able to walk on the path that you have chosen with your higher self and with creator of all that is, without being stagnant and without letting your logic, letting your fear, letting your doubt block it, to move beyond the fear, to move beyond the self-doubts, to move beyond any cognitive or a subconscious limiting belief that is blocking you. Allowing yourself to shift the energy field of yours and that it is safe and it is possible. Allowing to invoke the divine within you. Allowing to listen to your own inner voice and understand the difference between the divine voice and the voice of any other energy. And you choose to listen to the divine voice within yourself. You stop listening to the voice of the fear, the voice of the stagnation. Would you like to know that you are simply your perception, and it is easy to change the perceptions of life? You know how to change the perceptions of life through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is. You know what it feels like to walk on the path of your life purpose, to tap into your divine timing through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is, and to grow in the life, allowing your soul to grow and to enhance and enrich your experience on this earth as a human, and to enrich this human experience on the earth, being filled with the flow, peacefulness, bliss, love, light, compassion, moving beyond the resentment, regrets, prejudices, grudges, envy, jealousy, to get connected to the element of the soul of pure love and light now. You know how to do this. It is safe, it is possible. You're deserving to live your daily life with this beautiful element and the energy of the love into every cell, fiber, tissue, molecule of your body, every area of your life, at all the fall level of your beliefs, for your highest and best in your highest and best possible way. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill these feelings into each one who says yes right now or while watching the video in the language that their mind understands the best for each one's highest and best at the level of their readiness, in complete synchronicity with the universal forces and in resonance with the energy of all the seven higher selves. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. I know what it feels like to grow in my life through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane, and that it is completely possible. Whoever says yes, these feelings be downloaded into each one now. Thank you. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to each one. You all can open your eyes. So, thank you very much, everybody, for joining. With lots of gratitude from Team Cesta. Looking forward to continuing our journey together. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. See you. Thank you.